Okay, so next step is construction top surface. So now I will try to model and show how to create a construction pit using these tools. So phase I will use construction, and in this case I don't need the work plane grid, and I can use the lines which was created earlier. So now I will go to Mass Insight, and in this case for out of the box tools I will select the top surface and I will select graded region. I will select create a new top surface exactly like the existing one. So it's recommended for more complicated top surfaces and this one for more simplified ones. So I will use this one. And let's select top surface. Now here I will use the points and I will put additional points here, outer region of my pit and in internal region of my pit, and also select these ones and -2 meters. And here you can see some results. So it's easy for simple 4-point top surface to do it using out of the box tools, but if your top surface is more complicated with a lot of points and so on, so this technique will not work and you will need a lot of time to manage all the points, and the precision of top surface in some cases is very important, so it will not be very good for your project. Okay, so let's select this one, and in this case it's a construction part and it will be demolished on finish. So now let's change the name and top surface 02, and now let's change the phase. And let's rename it. So let's rename temporary part and let's rename it so let's say it's construction part. So in this case I will use red color and also earth, and let's use red color here. And for appearance I will use also grass. Okay, sand, let's use sand in this case. Okay, construction. And here you can see I have two top surfaces, one on each other, and I have results. If I isolate this one, so you see it created some triangles which represent division of the top surface. You cannot modify how these triangles are created, maybe more advanced tools should be used, but like you see here, it divides it into such triangles. Okay, let's restore the visibility. So now we should do the same steps for the TopoShaper and out-of-the-box app, but when you activate graded region, it will not let you use any additional tools. So in this case, I will create additional region just for this top surface, but it will be flat, and later I will use specific tools to create the construction pit. Okay, let's activate, create, and let's select this one, and let's do the same steps. Construction, finish. So construction part, top surface 0, 2. Material will be phase construction. Okay, all parameters are set, and yeah, let's leave the mark the same, and let's select finish. And let's do the same for another one here. So construction, option 3, and mark will be top surface 0, 2, and in here demolition will be on finish, and let's select the material, construction. Okay. Okay, so here I have my top surfaces, and now I will use a TopoShaper tool and create the top surface modification. Before that, I need to hide existing objects, so I can do it by selecting one by one, or by activating this tool and show new and just construction, and you see only the construction part is shown here. For viewing reasons, I will also activate here the triangulation part, and here you see flat, flat, 2 triangles and more triangles. Now let's check how first tool, TopoShaper, works. So let's activate it. Now select topography instance. Okay, let's select it. Select model lines. Okay, model line selected, and click finish. And this window pop-ups, and it explains the ID of my top surface, some model lines, and you can select 2 options: how many points you would like to put on the each model line, or maybe you would like to divide it by 1 meter. So like I mentioned, the size of squares is 2 meters, so 1 meter is suitable in this case, and I select shape top surface. Now you can see top surface is created, and the shape is more complex. Triangulation is the same from all the sides, comparing to out of the box example, and in this case I have more triangles because I have more points, and I have some problems in this location because I have additional line which creates 2 triangles, and if I select thin lines, thick lines, and you see my top surface construction pit is created not as I would like, so this line should go here. If I look to this example, so in this example it is more like it should be, but it's not a big problem. We can leave it like that. Like you see, it's automated tool, so it makes job quite easy. Now let's use another tool, and another tool is located in different locations. So here it has separate ribbon section, a lot of additional tools, and slope grading by pad. So from the name you can see I need building pad for my task. So let's create some building pads. So I will select here, I would like to see new construction. Okay. And let's go to our massing inside, building pads, and -2 meters for my building pad. I will edit building pad and pad, let's change it to 300. And for material, let's use face construction. Okay. And let's rename it. It will be construction pit pad. And thickness will be 300. Okay, 300, and construction phase. Okay. So it will be created on construction, and it represents building pad 01. Level 0, okay. So in this location, option 1. And it will be not demolished. Okay, so I will use green tool, green arrow to select lines, and let's click finish. Okay, so I have nice building pad here, and do the same for other parts. Option 2, building pad 01. Okay. And building pad option 3, building pad 01. Okay, parameters set. Okay. And now I have, you see the building pad creates straight walls without slopes, so it's not good for me. So let's use Onbox App tool, slope grading by pad. So in this case I will select 45 degrees and the same distance as in TopoShaper, 1 meter. And you see it creates the same triangulation of my top surface, and I get the same results. So for simple top surface, both tools works fine, but for more complex top surface, if you have a lot of slopes and a lot of objects on the top surface, so more related tool would be slope grading by pad. So you just create the pad and it automatically recalculates all the parts. And this one is good if you want to create like additional fill up lines, in which case you need some additional top surface which is not related to the building pad, or you just need some additional ground to fill up on your building. So these lines can help you.